Lueroi's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl walkthrough part 36.
After you get the Cobble badge and the Fen badge, you can finally move on. And this is where a lot of people get stuck in the game. But what you have to do is you need to be here in Pastoria City. There's a guy right next to the Great Marsh, and it's another galactic grunt. And he's just talking to himself, and I don't really know what he's doing, but he's getting mad at me because I'm eavesdropping, apparently, and he runs off like a coward. And yeah, I don't really know what that was all about, but hopefully we'll find out soon. And look, here he is again. So what is this guy doing? He's talking about some big old plan, so that can definitely not be good. He's saying his boss is doing all this great stuff, and look at this. It's Clint. And yeah, he's everywhere. This guy is just, he's always one step ahead of you, you know. He's got the big mouth, and now you finally get a chance to stick it to him, show him what you're made of. So yeah, typical Clint. He's got a Starly, level 26, not even evolved. How pathetic is that? And yeah, this thing should be pretty easy to knock out. You shouldn't have too many problems with this. At least I'd hope so. It seems kind of weird calling him Clint, because I'm used to calling him Barry, but in Pearl, the default name was Clint, so I just went with that. So yeah, Starly goes down no problem. And Buizel, so I might as well stick with Misdreavus again. Misdreavus is just getting a ton of action lately. I mean, all those trainers in the gym and now here is just taking out everything like crazy. By the way, Barry won't have a Buizel if he used Piplup as his starter. He's always going to have a water, grass, and fire type, and but he's never going to have two of the same type, so he'll have something like a Buizel, Ponyta, or a Roselia replacing his type. Alright, now he's got a Grottle, so I'm going to switch out here to my Staravia. Maybe this will give Barry the idea that he can actually evolve his Starly. Ugh. So yeah, Grottle. And level 28 is his strongest, so it's not too bad. Shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. By the way, this will be a Prinplup or Monferno if he started with a different type of Pokemon. But that's pretty obvious at this point. Now, Grottle has nice defense, which is its main threat, and yeah, Withdrawal just going to make it even harder to take out. So that's the main annoying thing there. Any special attacks should do fairly decent, or at least better than physical hits. Now, just as long as he doesn't use a potion, I'll be perfectly fine. If he does, then that's going to be a problem. With 2 withdrawals up, this thing will be pretty hard to take out, but I guess Barry isn't smart enough to do that. Any gym leader would have done that for sure. But we won't need to worry about any of those for quite some time. So nice to see that some of my other Pokemon are getting some action here. And Ponyta, so figured it's the best idea to switch out to Prinplup. Show off my starter Pokemon. Level 29, stronger than his, that's always nice. Yeah, I can tell you raised your Pokemon to be tough. Yeah, it's pretty obvious considering I'm completely sweeping your entire team. And he's faster, but I guess he's going to waste a turn with Growl. Fine by me. Bubble Beam should take it out. Yeah, from my own experience, I know that Ponyta isn't that strong right off the bat, but with some training, it'll grow pretty strong, especially when it evolves to Rapidash. That's what I'm looking forward to. Alright, so that's it for Clint. And he's in disbelief, even though this is like, what, the second or third time I've beaten him? For some reason, he still thinks he's so much better than me. So, apparently he's talking about Team Galactic too, so he knows they're up to no good as well. And speaking of that Galactic Grunt, Goon, whatever you want to call him, this guy's still running away from us, so we gotta hunt him down again. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch Happy Feet in the front, because Misdreavus really needs to rest after all that work it's done. Lucky enough to get through that without a wild battle, and let's see if we can find this guy. We're back on this beach again. We already visited this place earlier. And here he is. And he's talking to himself again. I don't know what this guy's problem is, but he's just like, this guy's crazy. And yeah, he pretty much does the same thing over and over, talking to himself, and he's like, oh, you're an eavesdropper, and he runs off like a coward. So, back up here again in, where's this place? The Valor Lakefront, that's it. And I think there's an item down here I didn't pick up earlier. Yep, there we go. PP up, so that's something you should probably get. Great for those moves like Fire Blast, you know, those moves with 5 PP. You want to boost those up a little. Now before I move on, see this lady here. If you remember in an earlier episode, I found that secret key or whatever, the sweet key lying around on the ground. So you give that to her, she'll go inside and thank you. She can finally get in. She was locked out from the place apparently. And you can go inside and get your reward, and it is a lava cookie. Now you'd expect something like, you know, a nice TM or, I don't know, some sweet item, but no, it's just a lava cookie. So nothing too special there. Now, you know, I could have sworn this galactic grunt would be over here, but I can't seem to find him, so, you know, we're just gonna have to do a little more work to try to find this guy. Oh, there he is. I got a little ahead of myself there. So apparently he's running like crazy, and yeah, he's just getting wiped out, so sooner or later this guy will have no choice but to battle us. And this is the time he comes over here, yeah. I just got a little ahead of myself. Not a big deal. So yeah, now he's apparently left with no choice but to battle me. And let's see what this guy's made of. One Pokemon, I wonder what it could be. Ooh, a Glameow. Did not see that one coming. Nice to see something different for once in a while, you know? Definitely don't see enough Glameows, that's for sure. Ugh. Faint attack. Not that big of a deal. Did what, 9 hit points? And hopefully we can knock it out in 1 or 2 bubble beams. Looks like it's gonna be 2. Charm. What does that do? Lower my attack? And that won't really make a difference at all. So another bubble beam takes him out, and it looks like that was a lot of work for just that easy of a battle. You know, chasing him all the way around Sinnoh just to knock out one little level 25 Glameow. Definitely not worth the effort. But at least we get $1,000 cash. So yeah, he's running out of fumes apparently, and he can't battle, so he's heading back to the lake or something, and yeah, he's so tired he can't even walk. He has to just limp his way down. Now look at this. What could this be? Is this Cynthia again? I think we've seen her 1 or 2 times earlier, and she's talking about the lake and stuff, and well, yeah, she just goes on and on. I mean, no one actually reads this stuff, but if you remember the Psyducks blocking the way, this is actually important. She gives you this little secret potion, and you'll definitely need that, because that will move those Psyducks way back a long ways ago out of the way, so you can finally get through that place. So that's something that's really nice for once she actually does something helpful. So, after you've taken care of all that stuff, well, you're pretty much done. You can head down to the next area, so check out my next videos to see what to do next.